What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. Let me just get everything set up here, go live. Let me say hello to the people over at TikTok as well. Welcome. Although no one is instantly into the TikTok thing. But anyway, I'll say hello to you guys. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. It is Monday. And let me tell you, it probably isn't quite the day we maybe expected. I don't think that is... I don't think that's kind of unusual to say. I think it's maybe a day we thought we were going to get a little bit more, but not quite. So, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm here to tell you why it's fine, why it's kind of going to be okay. I know loads of people will be kind of having some kind of, freak out at the minute, but again, don't worry about it. We'll touch on a little bit as to why it is. Pretty big day in the markets. You know, we have the China deal, which is kind of okay. It's not too crazy. But what I would say is some very interesting things going on the charts, which we'll take a look at. Obviously, if you're on TikTok, you kind of can't see them as well, but we'll try and break that down, as well as keep an eye on what's going on in the world of DeFi. It has been an absolute bloodbath over there. So, yeah, pretty interesting as that all plays out. So, yeah, but hope you're all doing well. Let me know what you think of all of this in the chat. Don't be shy. Give it a try. Join the community and give it a try. Like, why? So yeah, anyway, so we'll break down a little bit of the key understanding of markets. Loads of people, like I said, I had a ton of messages going, oh, Tuba, you said the market was going to pump on the back of this noise. We'll talk a little bit about why it hasn't. We'll talk a bit about why I think it's still going to, yada, yada, yada. We'll get into a little bit, a couple of my predictions did come true, by the way, so we'll get into that. Which I think is important. And then, I guess, understanding why is probably where I want to get to tonight, so that we walk away from tonight's live stream going, yeah, it's okay. As opposed to, oh my God, the world is falling down, which I think many people have weirdly kind of got into that sort of strange place. But anyway, if you're on TikTok, do share the live. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want, share the live as well. I just need to make sure that I'm actually live on X. I totally keep forgetting about this. So I set everything up and then just totally forget that I'm live on X. So I never really tweet it out. I never really be like, oh, hey, guys. So let me just post up this dead quick that says, the crypto market isn't moving. Come chat live. All about it. There we go. See, this is all the administrative tasks that I have to do. Many of you guys just think it's easy. I just like rock up, talk about cryptocurrency for a little bit, and then go. Just simply not the case. Anyway, let's say hello to a few people, and then we'll get into it. It's going on, Selmo. First, as always, good to see you, man. Welcome to you. Craig, what's going on to you? 37 Hoppers in the house. Mr. Tim Shea, welcome to you as always. Appreciate you. Glenn, what's going on, Glenn? Good to see you, man. Tomato Pete's in the house. Welcome to you. Mr. Vern, good to see you. Curtis is here. Standon's here as well. Welcome. Crackerjack's in the building. Good to see you, Crackerjack. Welcome, Mr. Holmes. Feels like we were talking to each other about 5 seconds ago. Welcome, Cheese, as well. Welcome to everybody tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Again, one little favor. Just do me a favor, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to try and hopefully break 37,000 or 36,000, can't remember what it is. And likewise, if you guys are crushing it over on TikTok, then welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. And yeah, I want to just dead quickly, though, I wanted to start with a meme, and I totally forgot that I was actually going to start with this meme. So I'm going to try and find this meme, and then we're going to start with it. And the meme that I want to start with is, here, got it, perfect, right. This is a perfectly well-orchestrated meme, if you ask me. And it says, it's so over, with like the crazy angry pink man. We're back, we're so back, it's over. I mean, it's literally, that is a 24-hour cycle in Bitcoin. So it's over, it's fine, everything's going to the moon. We're absolutely giga bullish on what's going on. Oh no, actually the market's all over. Like Bitcoin dropping a couple of G's today, and everyone thinks the world's ending. Pretty crazy. Tried trading for the first time, went long. XRP was up 300% and closed the trade. Went short in like 60, got liquidated at 265. If my limit was 266, would have made another fortune. Hey, did you cash on the Pi one? Pi was up at like another 20% or something this morning, which is kind of wild. But anyway, good on you, by the way. Paul says, 2-bit. You just till the ETFs are authorized today. We had BlackRock bought $200 million of XRP, but they haven't filed yet for an ETF. Any update? I haven't seen anything yet. There's been a couple of interesting things coming out of Ripple, which we'll touch on again a little bit later on in the show. We'll talk a little bit about institutions, because a lot of people have gone, oh, well, ETFs dump. They sell into the pump, yada, yada, yada. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not the case, so we'll talk about it in just a minute. Now, I haven't doctored anything with this chart. This chart is exactly the same as we left it last night. If you don't believe me, go and check it out. You can actually see the measures of where it comes in. Something very interesting happened. obviously this big green box series where we've talked about key price volatility, where we expect some pretty big range in. You guys can't see it on TikTok, I understand that. But hey, drop some comments. What's really interesting here on the daily, look how we wicked down. Look where we wicked down. I'm not even joking, right? I've not adopted this chart, changed this chart, done anything with this chart. This chart is exactly as it was last night. I mean, are you freaking kidding me right now? This is literally where we came down, retested this volatility range. That's why I'm just a bit like, whatever, it's fine. Like, it's totally fine. So we see this kind of complete retest of this key volatility range. Loads of people were like at the 102 range. We're going, oh, here comes the bullish retest. I mean, you could argue and say, well, maybe at 102 right now, we probably are at some kind. I think it's a little bit higher personally. I think like that would be the kind of bullish retest on the break, but I don't think there's enough in it. This key area we've got, this big green box, is absolutely where I believe we're going to see this. And look, two things are going to happen here. We're either going to get the bounce, which is, in my opinion, then move to the upside 110 probably by the end of the week, or we may come down. If we come down, we may retest on the 20-day exponential moving average, again, forming another key level there around the 97,000. I personally don't believe that to be the case. I actually think we're going to probably bounce off this and bounce back to the upside. Whether it'll be as aggressive as maybe people want, I don't know. But literally, that's come down. Just jumping ahead, by the way, FYI, Strategy, Michael Saylor's company, they bought $1.25 billion worth of Bitcoin. Now, some people, if you're paying attention, will have heard that I said, I think Strategy is going to buy over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Guess what? They bought over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Pretty interesting. Now, double down, and I might as well go for a slam dunk, the funk. And again, BlackRock bought another $345 million worth of Bitcoin. Pretty interesting if you ask me. So I think I was pretty much there, wasn't I? I think I was pretty much there on my predictions. $1 billion worth. I thought BlackRock would buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin this week as well. So they've only now another 600,000 to go, and I'm pretty much on the money. So yeah, I think this is very interesting. And I actually think this setup is playing out pretty much as we expected. You've got the RSI that was massively overbought, by the way, on the RSI. So again, that's not super crazy that we actually see a little bit of a cool off, a little bit of a kind of easing into the market. Once again, though, go to the weekly, and people still kind of not believe me, but look how bullish the MACD's flipped. Like although yes, we've had a correction. It's not the craziest correction we've ever seen. MACD is still super bullish on the weekly candle, and in fact, that just sets up for a pretty nice move, in my opinion. Lots of people think I'm talking absolute nonsense, but that is pretty much where Bitcoin sets up. So two scenarios plays out. We see the dump down a little bit further, or, in my opinion, we see the kind of pump back to the upside, and I think that's probably where we'll go. Again, we'll see kind of how tomorrow looks like, but important, we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah. Can we all have a minute applause for 2bits calls? Thanks, mate. Hasn't quite worked out in the DeFi sector. I'm not going to lie to you, but anyway. Is XRP ISO 2022 compliant? Yes, I believe it is, isn't it? I believe so. Pete don't inflate his ego as many times. You're a genius, 2bit. Thanks, mate. Thanks, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Again, do you think actually I meant it? Oh, maybe. What's going on, Tomato Pete? Good to see you, pal. Al's in the building. Good to see you, Al. Rattle was like 70% down. Yeah, do you know when people say, oh, you should definitely get onto MEXC, da, da, da. That's what happens when you get onto MEXC. You get absolutely smashed. So, why can't I see the chat comments? I don't know. Why can't you see the chat comments? You really not see them? How do I change it? I can see them. You sure? Have you held the screen down and put clear screen? Maybe just jump back off and jump back on, maybe. But I'm pretty sure I can see all the stuff. Alvin, can you see comments on the thing? Jose, what's going on? What's going on? Anyway, right, good. I suppose the point we need to close the green kite daily. Yeah, maybe. I can only see my own. Oh, maybe because you're the only one putting comments in. Out there you go. Can you see Al's comment? Hopefully you can see Al's comment. Everyone should get chatting. Like, let's get chatting. The market's like, people are just freaking out from the market. They don't need to. So anyway, that's what we get. Now, altcoins have been very interesting today. Very, very interesting. Overall market cap of altcoins minus Bitcoin, 1.2 trillion. That's actually pretty good. Nothing too crazy. MACD on that, trending to the upside as well. BTC dominance continuing to fall. This is good news if you're holding altcoin bags. Happy days. What else been going on? Ethereum taking a breather, no surprise. Actually, it's broke the resistance that we saw, but retested the lower exponential moving average. So watch out, that could break back to the upside. Solana down just a smudge. But XRP breaking out significantly, dropped to 265, very bullish. Nice break on the XRP move. RSI slightly oversold. Excuse me, I keep saying that wrong. Slightly overbought. So be mindful of where this goes. But you could argue on XRP right now, this is a very good, in fact, I could argue and get rid of that and say, do you know what? XRP broke out from that downward trend line. I think XRP is now, on the move, which I think is good news if you ask me. So yeah, keep your eyes close to it. And I think this is going to be important to think about. So yeah, good news indeed. We just unlocked something on TikTok as well, which I think now when you tap the screen, like some kind of crazy shit happens. So anyway, shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. I still need your permission yet to share your live. How do I do that, Alvin? How do I do it? How do I, oh, hold on a minute. What does this mean? Invitation sent. Oh, I think I might have just invited you to the live. Don't come on the live. It's fine. How do I do it? Oh my God, what am I doing here, Alvin? What am I actually doing? I don't know. Someone tell me how I do it and I'll do it. I've no idea, Alvin, if I'm dead honest. I thought I'd done it. But yeah, I thought, I don't know. I've no idea. No idea. Anyway, so there, watch out for this. H-bar moving as well. And then we see things like ZBCN getting smashed to oblivion today with a big push down. AVAX holding up pretty well. Jasmy coin for all those still holding Jasmy, which I think is a good idea, by the way. Up about 4%. XLM moving as well. But then look, WIF. Where's Swamp? WIF has been crushing it. Up 21%. Aethia. Again, if you're in Aethia, shout to you guys as well. That's moved nicely as well. And then Picoin just down, but did actually wick all the way up to 166. Who would have thought that? As well as the DXY is on the move. So, just while we're kind of sat here on the charts, just dead quick, and people are going, well, why? Like, if we've had all this positive news, like we've had all this like really good sentiment, everything feels like it should be going in the right direction. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, why are we dumping? Favorite memes for the bull run? Pepe, Whiff, Bonk, Brett, Marbitz, they're the ones I'd pick. So, yeah, the DXY is up. Now, important to think about. Look at this. The S&P 500 rallied 3.5%. The NASDAQ, nearly 4%. Okay, if you don't understand why that is important, right? This is why it's important, okay? Because the reality is that what you saw was a movement of capital out of risk on and into risk off. Because people, albeit the trade deals was meant to be like a solid, yeah, boom, that's what we're going to agree. This is kind of where it's all going to get to. It's all about the US and China. Superpowers at the move. We got 90 days. I think that'll go. I think they'll kind of boost on the back of it. But you saw money flow out of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and you saw it flow into S&P 500. Even things like the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, Craig, is absolutely flying, which I think is important. USD dominance going up. Again, all key indicators to think about. This is telling us people are a little bit nervous, right? They're a little bit nervous. Ponke 444 said the top's in, guys. Oh, no. I don't think that's true, but I think a lot of people talking about a triple top bottom now. I think there's more to come, but should always be taking profits on the way up. There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you for all the likes and all the gifts, by the way. You guys are crushing it. Tap the screen. Make sure you hit the follow button as well. Do support my work here on TikTok. Also, by the way, for the crew on YouTube, thank you so much, everybody. Hit the like and subscribe button, as always. So, yeah, I think watch out. So, all of the indicators right now are telling us that, well, some indicators are saying, look, we're just a little bit uncomfortable with the markets. We thought we were going to get a slightly better deal than maybe we got. Again, it's fine. I absolutely believe it's fine. Again, what I'm looking for just on charts, by the way, is to make sure we don't break below this green line, which is important. USD dominance we want to see come back down, while at the same time, BTC dominance coming down means money's flowing to altcoins and out of Bitcoin. That's pretty much what we've seen. So lots of people agree with me. And remember this. I'm not saying you should hold to oblivion, by the way. I'm just telling you that this is my opinion, and I think there is still opportunities to have in the market. So keep your eyes peeled on it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about some more technicals and get into a few bits of why it's important. And more important, we'll get into the news and kind of what's been going on. Let's try and make some sense of everything today. So M2 update. Look at this. Correlation is insane. So again, you could argue and you could say, well, appreciate the financial advice, bro. It's one of those really awkward ones, isn't it? Where you're like, well, it's definitely not financial advice. It's just opinion advice, shall we say. But the fact you've put an emoji with sunglasses on is brilliant. I love that. I love that. It's just like, you can just imagine it just like, yeah, nice one, mate. Yes. See in a bit. See in a bit. Legend. Anyway, look at this. Global M2 following very similar patterns to the Bitcoin. Remember, there's about a 100-day delay on the two. If you overlay them, it's a very interesting chart to look at. It absolutely signifies that, look, there is definitely some more upside to come. And if you believe the historical cycles, then we're kind of in the same place. But M2 is absolutely moving at the same time as what we see with Bitcoin price action. So interesting to keep your eyes peeled on that. Don't forget to say thank you for the cuddles. Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy. Majority of the market is overbought. Simple chill out time. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Hello. Well, that 30x long on Pi was a good move. I mean, that did turn out to be pretty solid. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. Emoto. What's going on, pal? Welcome to Chipper's here as well. I can see you, Chipper. The roundtable was uber bullish. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. Lee Ramsey's, what's up, team? Mad day indeed. Hope you're well. Yeah, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. Lauren Babb is now on TikTok and on YouTube. You're absolutely getting out there. Love it. Love it. Anyway, let's continue on. Look at this. French company, the blockchain group, is now going to raise 12.1 million to buy more Bitcoin. They're all doing it. I mean, it doesn't make any kind of sense. Got to be careful of this crazy person down here. Like, get out of here. I don't want to see these ads. Boom. What? Remove all the ads with premium. What the heck? There we go. It's gone. So yeah, anyway, keep your eyes peeled on this. Look at this. This could be good news. Obviously, Celia buying a whopping $1.25 billion. Happy days. But we'll see. You know, lots of people are kind of in this place of they kind of want to get into Bitcoin, but they sort of don't want to be in the traditional route. They want to sort of get in a little bit differently. But look, we're going to see more and more of this, and I think this will continue to get announced. Meta Planet bought more Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys saw that. And then look, Bitcoin, the short-term update, okay, from Titan of Crypto, give a shout out to them. BTC currently retesting the daily fair value gap and could revisit Tenkan, currently at 99,500, which is trending upwards. That area offers a strong co-influence of support for Bitcoin to bounce. The chart still looks bullish overall. Similar kind of what I've been talking about. I don't think I have it at 98, though. I think mine goes a little bit lower. So, I mean, mine's 94. You could argue you could probably bring that up again, and this would become... Fairness, this would become the lower support, really, wouldn't it? Because this was where we broke out before. So we could probably do that. That'll give us a bit more of a tighter range that we can kind of look into. So, but yeah, Tiny Crypto giving us a view here. The macro, though, I believe still looks very good. And if you look on the weekly, I absolutely think we're still in a very positive place. And I think there's more to come. And then, like I said, we double down on the fact that MicroStrategy bought a whopping $1.25 billion worth of Bitcoin today. They bought Huge, which I think was probably the pump this morning, if I'm honest. If you caught the markets this morning, I think that was probably where it sort of came in. So, yeah, good news. And they continue to relentlessly buy Bitcoin. So, good news. My chart is better looking than the Mona Lisa, I'll tell you that. Let's go down. MGF says, Jerry the Turtle. What you guys are? You're holding up all right, actually. 3.4% down, just under 5. I don't know what you are in terms of market cap. Where are you at? 3.39. So, yeah, holding up pretty well. Man, Ratto is getting murdered right now. Oh, my God. Like, how does that thing go from a $35 million market cap to an $8 million market cap in a day? That's absolutely ridiculous. Like, the market's getting absolutely smashed to pieces. Anyway, we'll touch on that in a minute. 12 million is so small in the grand scheme of things. Still a good sign, though, of course. I agree. Yeah, I agree. And look, you want the more people get into it, the more bullish it becomes, in my opinion. So, yeah, good. Okay, let's try and make sense of a few things today. Let's try and make sense and understand a little bit why maybe the markets didn't go as crazy and maybe we didn't get as kind of big a move as we want. So, we probably need to start back here. Thanks, 37 Hopper, for the gifts. Appreciate it. I don't know what that means, but thank you so much. Thank you for the gifts. And thank you for the roses on the something singing. Right, let's take a look. What was announced today? Because it felt like there was just a crazy day in news from Mr. Trump. Indeed, drug prices will be cut by 59%, plus gasoline, energy, groceries, and all of the costs down. No inflation. Fair enough. The fact he put loved at the end of it is pretty kind of crazy. So yeah, the fact the Defense Department is getting a gift free of charge 747. I actually talked about that on TikTok this morning. So pretty wild to think about how that one's playing out. Ender Alexander, American citizen who held hostage, did get released. Mediated by the United States. I'm pleased to announce that India and Pakistan have agreed a full and immediate ceasefire. That's pretty good as well. What else do we get? The China-US deal. Not crazy news, but okay, I think. Not crazy news, but okay. And then a few other little bits and pieces. So the reality is, how and why is this market not moving? Well, I mean, some people just think I should go live more often. We're at 102. Al, hope you didn't short the market, bro. Otherwise, you'll be getting wrecked up, Al. What's going on, Bullish Live? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the live. Which crypto do you still think will explode? Mario. I think there's a number of them that will still move. One I would definitely be keeping my eyes on, Ondo Finance, I think, is definitely one. I still think Aerodrome Finance has got a good move. Loads of people are telling me Sui is going to be like a monster this bull market. And I still think Ethereum's got to move. It just depends what your capital is and what your risk opinion is as well. That's my view. But I would highly recommend checking out Ondo. I reckon that would be a good idea to start. I think that's definitely got some good news coming. Beebs, what's going on? Especially if they tokenize the treasury yields, which would be the US treasuries, which would be insane, which they are trying to do as well. So yeah, bullish on Sui. Let's get it, bullish. Let's get it, baby. Right. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on with this market. So there's a couple of things going through that we were hoping would pass. This is one of them, the stablecoin bill. Now, this was obviously put forward as a way of kind of locking in industry and probably trying to step forward in terms of a more pro cryptocurrency stance while still at some level keeping a control on the markets, right? That was kind of where they got to. It was rejected, by the way. It didn't go through. John Thune, the majority leader, failed to muster the 60 votes needed to advance the landmark stablecoin bill to the next stage in potential approval. Thune was attempting to fast-track legislation, which is why he needed the superior majority. Now, they're going to have to go back. Lots of people right now are a little bit uneasy about it. And I know, Holmes, you put in the kind of group, in the investment group, it was a bit like, I hope there isn't another Trump meme coin, because that is the worst thing that could happen right now. Like, surely he doesn't need to get any more capital. And hopefully people aren't just trying to leech on the name. But they do need to ultimately turn. They want to turn a statement issued by Senator Elizabeth Warren in March shortly after the bill was introduced. She hates it, as I'm sure many of the anti-cryptocurrency decentralization movement in US Congress sit. Now, there are a couple of others that are positive, but they need to get the support of a number of these people to get involved in it. And right now, I'm not sure they want to do it. And again, if you think about their view, especially their worldly view, lots of things have happened differently if you're in the market. But ultimately, this bill was rejected, which isn't a good thing. We want to sort of get this bill through, really. I think it'd be important. But this was rejected. Now, there's a couple of other key things to think about. We saw some pretty big liquidations. You've seen in the initial kind of open up to this live stream that we saw a lot of rotation of capital today into things like the NASDAQ, the S&P 500. No surprise there. We saw a significant number of liquidations. We talked about this yesterday, if you remember. We actually brought up where people were sat to trade coins. Lots of people were more optimistic to the upside. Lots of people believing that we were going to continue this move. And actually the day started very much in that kind of, in that kind of place. What happened, though, is it sort of fell to pieces. And what you then get is loads of liquidations that kind of came in. So that drove the price. In fact, it was nearly 700 million by the time this was done. I think it's a bit more now. I think it's like 700 and something. What's it at now? 702 million, $483 million in long liquidations. Shorts having a little bit of a interesting time as well. So, that's kind of where we get this kind of, volatility. And again, if you follow me on here on TikTok, also if you follow me on YouTube as well, and on X, by the way, I'm just everywhere. Everywhere you need me, that's where I'm at. Then the reality is I talked about volatility in the market. Like, you've got to understand that moments like this are where, unfortunately, people like market makers prey on the weak. So again, we saw this. Everyone was sort of getting super crazy bullish, and it's absolutely come back and bite us in the ass. However, it is, in my opinion, short term, and I'll tell you why that is in just a second. The reality is upcoming meetings, ETF data release, as well as not breaking 105. We did actually break it. We didn't hold, though. That's kind of where we got to. Natural downturns, customs tariffs, rates continue their March level, swift market pricing, reminiscence of previous recessions. Worries that when the raise were observed a few months ago, still people are kind of banging on about this whole recession review. I don't think it's coming, by the way. But look, that's kind of where we got to. And I don't think it's a crazy thing to worry about, right? 10,000 likes on TikTok. Let's go, baby. I'm bullish on it. Yeah, we had like 300 people turn up in the TikTok over the course of the time we were live last night. So shout out to everybody tuning in. Definitely feels like the platform's growing. So again, Alvin is like crushing it. It's like a one-man band. Hopefully, Lauren, come on, earn some keep as well. Start smashing that like button. Get bullish on it. It's massively appreciated. Massively appreciated. Flair is looking good. Not foul coin a miss. Nice. My fingers are knackered now. 10,000 in enough. I mean, fair play to you. Do you can't get to 11,000, no? I mean, there's a joke somewhere in there, I'm sure, at some point. But anyway, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We appreciate your support, by the way. We appreciate your support. Good to have you here, Lauren. Right. Federal Reserve tariff concerns do intensify as well. Now, interestingly enough, on Friday, I don't know if you guys have seen this, Jezza is being rolled out again. Oh, my God. No. So, obviously, the market was overcooked. What best way to cool the market off than wheel Jezza back out and be like, Jezza, oh, everyone's a bit too excited. Everyone needs to calm down. And Jezza's like, hold my beer. Don't worry about that. I'm coming on Friday. So the rumor is Jerome Powell will be speaking on Friday. Now, this could go another way, by the way. He could turn up on Friday and go, yep, due to recent moves, this, that, and the other, we're going to absolutely turn those money printers on and get cooking, baby. So, you know, we'll see how it plays out. But Jerome Powell will be speaking on Friday. Monetary policy, high inflation due to tariff costs, which should be coming down. The problem you've got is CPI is going to come in hot, as I believe PPI will come in hot, because they're obviously a month behind. So you're going to get these kind of hot reports coming off the press, but the month after should turn out to be pretty positive. Leo Brainard emphasized President Trump's tariffs may contribute to sustained economic pressures. These changes pose challenges for the Federal Reserve as it navigates balancing inflation risks with economic support. The tariffs are much larger than expected and will be much more disruptive, potentially into massive change in supply chains and persistent inflation or persistent high prices. I actually think you're going to see that come down. And I think the fact of the matter is they've agreed potentially even to open up the consumer market for the Chinese-US partnership. I think it's pretty crazy. Obviously, no one is going to go against the fact that we think we'll stay flat. July is one to keep an eye out on. Right now, we flipped again back so that you don't see any rate cuts coming in July. This may change. September now potentially looking like it. I mean, it'd be a disaster if we ended up just kind of walking back and not ever getting any kind of move on it. But we'll see. And I think, look, you've got to take it from a macro standpoint. I think it's like $2 trillion were added to the markets today. The NASDAQ and the S&P 500 and the... God, what's the other one? I can't think what the other one's called. It begins with an R. NASDAQ, S&P 500. The hell's the other market called that begins with R? Someone give me a clue. What the hell is it called? The Russell. Oh my God. Really got there. Yeah, the Russell index as well, which is generally a good market, a kind of good view of where the market is. So... you know, we'll see. I'm not stressing it, though. Aldrich, what's going on, pal? Welcome to you. Tariff clarity and deals should see... yeah, I agree. The Russell, thanks to Marpy. Yeah, we got there in the end. Khaled, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to you. Powell is in the crypto night to... yeah, I know. Like, literally, if you ever need the market dumping, Powell's your man. My fingers are knackered. I think I said that. Anyway, shout out to the fam on TikTok. Crushing the 12,000 likes. Don't forget, tap the like and follow if you want to stay up to date with all the latest cryptocurrency news, reviews, and technical analysis, and new hot projects to the market. We bring you it before anyone else here, 6 days a week. So definitely highly recommend hitting that follow button and supporting. Likewise, for you guys on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and dial in. So keep an eye on this. Right, in other bullish news, and one of you guys said this, Paul the Legend Atkins speaks to the highly anticipated crypto meeting. Here are the details. Now, this one is a good one. Tokenization has to be chucked her view in as well. But I would say that this was very optimistic. Now, you've got to understand, he is the chair of the SEC. He's not going to come out and be like, hey, buy Bitcoin. Like, you know, let's get bullish on it. He's not going to be in that place. But if you imagine he chairing this versus, say, someone like Gary Gensler, then it is really, really important. Paul Atkins, obviously the new chair of the SEC, announced they will make a radical change in the regulation regarding crypto assets. Quote, a new day has begun at the SEC. He also added that the policies will no longer be shaped by random lawsuits and sanctions, but instead be shaped by existing lawmaking interpretation and exemption powers to create market-appropriate standards, which is very bullish indeed. He also went on to say the SEC was telling companies to come in and register, but there was almost no regulatory effort specific to this technology. And finally says special purpose brokerage framework could be reconsidered. This could be very bullish. And Paul Atkins, like I said, very optimistic in what he's going to do, particularly when it comes to regulation, clarity, and more importantly, how this then broadens the market for investments. So watch out for this. He was very optimistic and very, very bullish. Again, such innovations may not always be compatible with current SEC rules. However, we are willing to evaluate exemption options under appropriate circumstances to provide dynamism. What? Hold on a minute. Is that even a word? Dynamism. Is that what? Dynamism? That's not a word, is it? Anyway, dynamism to the market. Surely that's not right. I would have put something like appropriate circumstances to provide dynamic clarity to the market. I mean, I guess that's kind of an oxymoron, not an oxymoron, but I guess it kind of confuses itself. But dynamism, no way that's a word. No way. I don't care what anyone says. No, dynamism. Eric says, what do you think about Excelis? Interesting enough, I'm actually speaking to the team about that project. I think we were back and forth about it. I kind of like what they're doing. I'm just being dead honest. I think the chart doesn't feel great. It had a massive pump, I think, to like 18 cents, and is now back down to, what was it, $12? I can't remember if it was $12 actually. It's down to like 180 something. So, but BlockDAG, very interesting kind of analogies in terms of what they're doing. It could be a good one, but I'm literally talking to the team right now. So yeah, we'll keep you posted how that plays out for sure. Well said, but did take the profit but lost a bit today on the market change. I went long with the wrong choice. Yeah, that's always the risk with leverage trading. So anyway, Paul Atkins, keep an eye on it. The next one I believe is all about DeFi and something else. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then just to kind of get a bit more double down clarity on what's going on. And it's interesting, isn't it? Is Al still in the chat? Al, are you still in the chat? Al Ashbrook, calling Al Ashbrook. Al Ashbrook to the customer service desk, please. Al Ashbrook to the customer services, thank you. So, look at this. 3,500, BlackRock buying. Yeah, we saw an outflow of Fidelity. I don't think that's a surprise. But actually, overall, ETFs feel pretty solid. So, institutional money is still being pumped into the market. Pumped into the market. Which is positive. And my opinion, by the way, BlackRock, I think that's one of the biggest purchasing BlackRock's done now for a while. Watch out. Like, they're going to break $1 billion, I think, this week. So, very, very good news indeed. Al's not here, but just let him know Bitcoin's actually up nearly $1,000 since I went live. So, you can put that in your pipe and smoke it, Al. So, keep your eyes peeled. Anyway, that takes us through the news. That takes us through the charts. If you want us to take a look at any projects, by all means, let us know. I'm going to bring DeFi up, which has been a pretty rough day. Now, there is one that stands out as green just. That's Marbitz.io, currently holding around $432,000 market cap, 118K, give or take, in LP. We saw a bit of a sell-off. Whoever it is, I'm sure he's in the live stream or her's in the live stream tonight. Whatever. It's up to you. You can do what you want. I'm bothered. Don't care. But if you are looking for a project that is just more than a pump and dump, then look, absolutely check out Marbitz.io. Get involved. We're working on a couple of cool-ass things. Next Sunday's race is up. It's a token race. It's 15,000 bits. You can go to the app and get your tickets. I would strongly recommend being involved in that. The fact it's called Token Trophy or something means that it's not just going to be base Ethereum you can win. It's going to be something else. So you might want to check that one out. Also, don't forget, I have a current giveaway going on X. So go and follow me over there. $100, 4 winners, $25 announced on Wednesday's space with Vern and I. So definitely get involved in that. Man. And then we've also got a $20 giveaway to do at some point in the TG. So if you're not already in the Marbitz TG, you should be in there as well. So we've got loads of stuff cooking. Get ready is my opinion. So yeah, super bullish on what's coming. But yeah, Marbitz holding up in a very challenging day, by the way. You can see our circulating supplies coming down. 15,000 bits was burnt today. We also had another $30 into the LP. So that's kind of nice. Jerry the Turtle, someone was in the stream. Again, just down 20%. Taking a bit of a beating is what it is. Wegu down, $22 million market cap, 17% down. The Feet coin is down as well, albeit come back a little bit. That's down about 25%. And then Ratto. I mean, I didn't think Ethereum coins did this. But you know when people say, oh, you should definitely like list on a big exchange. You should definitely kind of go and list on a MEXC or a blah, 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 or this, that, and the other. This is the problem. This is like, they listed on MEXC today and got absolutely... It's probably killed their project. If I'm dead honest, by the way, it's probably killed their project. They should not have gone to MEXC. They shouldn't have gone to MEXC. That's my opinion. They should have held up, stayed on DeFi, and then pushed it a little bit further. They've gone to MEXC and got absolutely demolished. But what I would say is the fact they still have, they still got a chunk of change. Maybe may come back. We'll see. So yeah, if you've got any projects you want to take a look at, by all means, then get involved. Is this pair gone? What? Is this pair gone? I don't know what that means. Give me a clue. Lauren, how much do we need to raise for the weekend of 420? I was talking to 420 last night. I love it. It's like a proper modern day love story. Literally love it. Anyway, that Ratto was a winner if you played it right. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I did very well off that one. Again, you know, it's still trading, still at 9 milli. Like, I've seen crazier things happen. I once remember going into this play, which was called Book of Ethereum. Not bullish on Ethereum. Book of Ethereum. Hold on a minute. Book of Ethereum. Is it going to come up? Oh my god. Was it Boom? Maybe it was Boom. Book of Meme. No. What the hell was it? Book of. I don't know. Anyway, it like came out and then did a little bit of a pump, dumped, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of this. And then it like went absolutely skyrocketing on the back of it. So if you're in it, I mean, it depends when you bought in, is what I would say. But overall, DeFi got smashed to pieces today. I mean, absolutely smashed to pieces. Swap P and G. Is this peer group? No, not at all. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, just to hang around. BOME, yeah, but that's Book of Memes though, Tim. It's Book of Memes. I don't want Book of Memes. It's called Book of Ethereum. Anyway, don't matter. Yeah, this definitely not peer group. Not at all. To be fair, usually dips are on 8 out of 10 times. Yeah, I mean that's true as well. That's true. Book of Memes. No, it's called Book of Ethereum. I got into it as like a bit of a random play, but anyway, it turned out all right. Right. Okay. Is that really what they said? The people are so weird. So weird. That's so weird. Why are people so strange when it comes to social media? Right, I get it now. I get it. Yeah, I get it now. I mean, I don't know how that works. I honestly don't even know how that kind of comes together. But anyway, they clearly need to go somewhere else. Right, continuing on. I can't find it anyway, this Book of Ethereum, but we'll see. I mean, it's got an opportunity to play it right, so we'll see how it plays out. Dips are what it is. Al, by the way, FYI, Bitcoin is moving 102,434. If you'd have gone short when we went live, you'd have just got wrecked, Al. I mean, it would be a wild candle if this can get back to green. Absolutely wild if that can get back to green. So we'll have to see. We will have to see, but yeah, shout out to XRP's moving again. Look at that, 7.5% as well. XRP's crushing it right now. So good. Right. If you do have any DeFi plays, let me know, and we'll definitely take a look at it. And if you've got any questions to ask that are what normal people would ask and not complete psychopaths, then let me know as well. Man, Al is getting wrecked. Yeah, Al is getting absolutely destroyed. Get out of here, Al. I'm only kidding, Al. Don't leave. Don't leave. Can you show MSSC? Yeah, is it DeFi, yeah? MSSC. Which one? Bo. Is that what it is, Cheese? Yeah. Craig says my Bitcoin long is still going. Nice. Send me the link, Gonzalo. Yeah, send me the link. There is too much good sentiment. I still think we're going to break 262 after Philly. Yeah, maybe. Lauren Babb is like killing the YouTube thing, the bun thing. Yeah, AVAX, Nick, bullish on AVAX, baby. I reckon we're in for a good move on that one. We're definitely in for a good move on that one. Moonshot. Is that the one you sent me, Gonzalo? Moonshot soft. What's it called? Moonshot soul calls. Moonshot. Hold on. Yeah. What's it called? Tim, someone send me the link. Someone send me the link or the contract address or something like that. Not as much as Alvin. Yeah, Alvin's killing it. Alvin's bullish. ABAX. What is that? ABAX. Did you mean to put AVAX or did you actually mean to put ABAX? ABAX, baby. Yeah, I don't know about that. AVAX, okay. Yeah, I'm still very optimistic about AVAX. I'm bullish on it. Hold a decent bag of it. It's at $24. Like, I know it's got a long way to go yet, but that could flip green. In fact, the markets are kind of warming up a little bit right now. That could be down to the fact that 2bit's live, maybe. I mean, I'm not saying it is, but it is, Al. CPI tomorrow, yeah. Watch out. I think CPI is going to be tasty, in fairness. I actually think CPI will be a little bit uncomfortable. Now, it depends on what. That's going to be the key thing. So if it comes in and energy's down, food's down, oil's down, that's fine. That's going to be fine. If it comes in with like housing, that's probably not going to be super great. Tim, why did you just send me that? Did you send me it on Telegram or did you send me it on X? Why did you send me that, Tim? Where did you send me it? Oh, they sent it me there. There you go. Right, got it. Okay. Moonshot. What the hell is this? This can't be right. Tim. Do I need to look at it on like Moonshot or something? Hold on a minute. Hold on one freaking minute. So the people walking past my house. I'm back. There's loads of people walking past the house. Obviously, I have lights on, all the rest of it. Looks like some sort of disco place. So yeah, I'm not sure. Moonshot, Nos is Moon. I don't know. Someone send me the contract address. That's clearly not it, though. By the way, that is clearly not it. So yeah. Anyway, Sherry 2600 just on the live. What's going on, Sherry? Good to see you. Welcome. My question to you: can you see AVAX outperforming Sui? Honestly, no. If I'm honest. But the only caveat I would say to that is Sui overhyped? Is Sui overhyped? That's the question that sits with me because so many people are rejecting AVAX as a big mover. So I think Sui could be overhyped, but equally, if they get that ecosystem dialed in, then, you know, they start to really ramp up some meme coins and yada, yada, yada. I mean, Lofi, I think, goes live on there pretty soon. Could be pretty interesting. So, you know, keep an eye on it. Let's go into the 5-minute chart on BTC, just so we can keep an eye on it. But it does look like it's trying to print a little bit, which is good news. Nice little move here coming on BTC. Look at this. Look how close this is. Look how close this is, TikTok. Look at this chart right now. Hold on a minute. How do I turn can I turn the camera around? Maybe I can't. Oh, that's super annoying, isn't it? Anyway, look at this. Look at that, TikTok. Look how close that has come to the bottom of that candle. Like, tell me that's not absolute legendary chart analysis. Like, why are you not following me? It could be like those people that are on TikTok just like, I just made 20 bags on a meme coin. If you want to do the same, you know, that kind of nonsense. Anyway, definitely looks possible, Holmes. What if Sui does close as Solana did? I mean, that could be crazy. But yeah, I think AVAX, I'm still holding AVAX. I'm not in a position. Is Sui overhyped? No. What do you think? I'm not in a position on Sui, and I kind of feel like I wanted to, but at the same time, now I'm a bit like, oh, probably don't want to get in at this sort of price. So yeah, we'll see. Right, let's keep an eye on what's going on with BTC. And again, if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments on TikTok. Thank you for hitting the like. And all the people, by the way, all the new followers, appreciate you guys. We're here 6 days a week bringing you the latest and greatest news, reviews, technical analysis in cryptocurrency. You do not need anyone else. Likewise for the YouTube fam as well. Appreciate you guys. It's gone big on Sui and Ondo in the dips. Yeah, Ondo I think is definitely one to worthwhile. Khalid, what's going on? But yeah, I mean, AVAX, I'm still bullish on it. I'm thinking of trading half of my XRP to AVAX. Seems like AVAX has more upside potential. Wow, Nick. I think AVAX has got a lot of stuff cooking right now. I'm not going to lie. I think it definitely does have a lot of stuff cooking. I mean, we sort of talked about this, didn't we? Do you think AVAX hits $50 before XRP hits 5? That's my opinion. I don't know which way it goes. ETH short or longs? I mean, it's not my call to make. What my view would be, what would I do on ETH right now? If I'm honest, and this is not a good strategy, by the way, I think we'll see a market. I think the market will pull back again a little bit tomorrow because I think CPI is going to come in hot. And I think people aren't ready for it. And they should be ready for it because the data's all there. And I think it's going to come in headline bad. But when you get under the granular detail of it, I think it'll be pretty good. So I could see like a super crazy bit of volatility tomorrow. But if I was going to be trading, I would be trading a low leverage, high margin to give me room for flexibility. Do I think ETH drops below 2100? No. I don't think so. Do I think ETH could break 3,000? Yes, but I think it could take a little bit of time. So yeah, you look at core CPI. The number we're going to look at is a 0.1 previous, 0.3 is what they're expecting. So they're saying it's going to get worse, which means things are going to cost a little bit more, which they'll put to tariffs. That does, however, mean that May's CPI could be pretty good. So we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, that's going to drop down tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern time. So watch out for that. I think it's about 1:30, something like that if you're in the UK. So yeah, keep your eyes out on it. Keep your eyes on it. Consumer price index may be a little bit tasty tomorrow, but we'll see. 420's in the house. What's going on, 420? Good to see you, pal. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled on it. That's my opinion. I think first bull runs will be good. Hopefully. We're just under 75%. Cheese, a 20x isn't impossible in my opinion. Would take a monster cycle, but we've had a lot of weight behind it. What do you think of that? Cheese for definitely looks possible, Holmes. On Sui, a 20x on Sui. $80. Pretty wild, wouldn't it? That would actually be pretty wild. I've made my decision. I'm not swapping anything now. It's time to hodl and take profits on the way up. That's probably not a bad shout. The only one I would say is Craig. The only one that I think I still am struggling a little bit to get into your mindset, but it's your money is sand. I'm still just not sure about this one. I don't know why people are so like super crazy bullish on it right now. I just don't know why they are. But again, I'm probably in a world where I'm just not bothered about the metaverse anymore. But again, maybe that's the play to get into. I don't know. I mean, I love it though, in fairness. I knew you were going to say... I do love it, by the way. I do love the fact you're in town. Anyway, 20k likes. Holy crap. Lauren's crushing it with Alvin. Thank you so much. And again, if you're brand new here, hit the follow button. All in on Pi. Yeah, PiCoin. I actually did a video about that. I don't know what it's doing, by the way. I haven't checked. But yeah, this was absolutely sending earlier on. There's tons of stuff coming with it as well. I've always said, that you could definitely see PiCoin starting to make a pretty big move, actually. Definitely can't start to see it make a big move if they can keep the whole ecosystem thing going as well, which I think could be pretty crazy. So, yeah, watch out. Could be pretty bullish, if you ask me. Could be pretty bullish if you ask me. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled on it. Yeah, Pi's looking pretty solid. And I think what's interesting with that is obviously the big merchants, the ecosystem update's going to come out. Could all start getting a bit crazy. So, yeah, watch it. Ralph said you'd love Sui in the bull and hate it in the bear. Pumps hard, dumps hard. Yeah, I can imagine that. It's all about my gut feeling with some analysis. Hey, look, it's your portfolio. It's your positions. You do what you need to do. And I hope it works out. I do. Go to B&Q and buy some builders, said Craig. Oh, my God. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hey, Barry Doge, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you for the crew following. 37 Hopper as well. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much indeed. And thank you for the likes. Thank you for everybody. I actually saw loads of people doing TikTok lives, just during the day. Maybe I should do a live stream at halfway through my day. Just hey, I'm at work, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Who wants to see 2-bit in a shirt and tie? Like that, Beebs. Oscari! What's going on, brother? Good to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, baby. It's been a minute. But yeah. Hope you're doing well, pal. Always good to see you. Always good to see you. I'm trading, so not fully here. It's all good, 420. Go make some gains. Make some gains, baby. I just moved to a new house. Been busy. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's life. That is life. The only pie I'm dipping into is the big fat American one. Nice, Curtis. I like your style. Like your style, bro. Right. Okay. The market, we'll just keep an eye on it. Not really doing anything too crazy. Likewise, if anyone's got any DeFi plays, then get involved. Like I said, Marbitz, great buy. We had someone dump nearly 2 Gs on us today. So if you want to get in, it's a great opportunity to grab a bag. Highly recommend it. Again, we've got the big race coming on Sunday as well. So again, I can't remember what we called it. It's 15,000 bits if you want to get in. It's definitely worth it. Check out marbitz.io for all the details. Head over to the Bits app and get involved. Let me just do... what wallet am I on here? I'm not on the right wallet. I'm definitely not on the right wallet. Hold on a second. Hold on one freaking second. That's what I need. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Right, view event details. It is called the Token Towers. Man, I forgot what that is. So far, 15,000 bits. Two tickets been bought. Not crazy, but we are 5, nearly 6 days away, right? 6 days away from actually doing this race. So again, if you're interested, get involved. But the fact it's called Token Towers means that there might be something coming at the weekend. It might be super bullish, so you don't want to miss out on it. Just my opinion, by the way. So yeah, if you are interested, like I said, definitely saw some pretty aggressive dumps, albeit nice to see the market kind of recovering a little bit. Wagyu back up, Ratto backed up as well. The Feet coins back up a little bit. Good news. Am I right in that the sell actually lost money? Am I right in this? No, I don't think so. I mean, I can kind of look at it. So they're down $410, but they've got 4Gs left in their account. So no, they are. I think it's a pre-sale wallet, but anyway, it is what it is. It's a fairly big wallet. I think it had like 13 million tokens, but. Look, people got to do what people got to do. I'm not gonna, if we kind of witch hunt people, it's not great for any project if we witch hunt everyone. Like, why did you sell Avada Kedavra? I need a wizard, not a wizard. What are they called? Fucking. I can't think of the name. I can't even think of the name. A wizard's wand. Is that right? Why does that feel like it's not right? Is a wizard's wand right? Wand. Love. A stick, wizard stick. Jesus, we're going down a different place altogether right now. Wizard stick. No, Harry, it's your stick. That's a bit shit, isn't it? Wizard stick, love it. At least I didn't dump the whole bag. That's true, man. A wizard stick. Oh my god, that is fantastic. T Money, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my man. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the follows, by the way. Crushing it on TikTok. Definitely growing this audience. And again, shout out to Alvin. Just absolutely smashing the likes. You are a legend. Barry says as long as it's not a wizard sleeve. That's 2 of you. Get out of here, you guys. A staff. A wizard staff. That would be okay, actually. That's what Gandalf has, isn't it? Gandalf's a wizard staff. Harry's a wand. Gandalf's a staff. Though we need to move on pretty quickly. This is getting weird. Move on. Come on, 2-Bit. Get it back on track. You're talking absolute rubbish. People have come for some cryptocurrency content, not to listen to you talk about Harry Potter's wizard sleeve. Right, anyway. Back to what we're talking about. Oh, dear me. Right, quickly moving on. Artek, what's going on, pal? Welcome to you. Appreciate you, buddy. Again, all the fam coming together, like everyone making it happen right now. Bitcoin is on the move. Could we see 103? 3 hours left of the day. It'd be pretty bullish. I mean, we'd need a fairly heavy move to get us back to a green candle on the day. But look, I think if we can get anything under 1%, that'd be pretty optimistic. I'd be pretty down with that as a sort of closeout on the day. That would be pretty good. I tell you one thing that's probably worthwhile looking at. I haven't looked at this, actually. We should take a look at this coin. Because this is interesting. I say it's interesting. It isn't really, but it kind of is. So you have heard me talk about this coin particularly because I think it's just a joke. Bevo coin. I highly recommend nobody buys this. It's definitely a scam. It's all nonsense. And yeah, apparently they're being sued by some people because they allegedly rugged this thing. Bevo coin. Get out of here with your rubbish bots that are running on it and all the rest of it. Watch out. Watch out for Bevo coin. Don't buy it. Come on, BTC. 103 is where we're at. Everything Birch does is a scam. That doesn't surprise me. I didn't even know those guys. Like, I didn't even know that guy was. And I'd seen they'd done it. And I never normally post things. I couldn't help myself. I'm like, you have no idea what you guys are doing. Like, you should not be launching coins. I didn't even look at the contracts. Couldn't be arsed, but I bet it's terrible. But it's terrible. 2-Bit watches Bevo's. I didn't even know. What even is that? I don't even know what that is, Lauren. What is Bevo's of? What the hell is that? Day and time for launch confirmed on vodka. Not yet. Or is it? Or I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is yet. Keep an eye on their socials. Which of the West is a hat? I don't even know that. I don't even know where this live stream's gone. It's gone. RTC, what's going on? Nick, does crypto is involved? Say no more. Oh, really? Wow. Velo. Oh, Velodrome Finance. Yeah, we haven't looked at that for a while. Another one that I did think about getting into, but I went Aerodrome Finance. Maybe I should have gone Velodrome Finance. Where's that at? Just under 60 million. I mean, it's kind of holding up pretty well, in fairness. It needs to kind of get a shifty on, but I imagine if you put Aerodrome Finance in a similar sort of position, it'd be a similar pattern. But yeah, I kind of like it, in fairness. Definitely kind of like it. So yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to the Coin Club. Yeah, Vodka Coin is one that's we're going to keep an eye out. Hopefully that'll be a good one. Fingers crossed. Yeah, just keep close to social media. Loads of news coming out, by the way. Loads of news today. All crazy market news and all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know when we get anything from Vodka or anything worthwhile. Man, Bitcoin, good break, 103. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Any thoughts on Illuvium? Yeah, one of the community members bought Illuvium. I haven't actually checked the chart, but people are telling me they've got a big announcement coming. So yeah, maybe an interesting one for sure. Spaces Wednesday, Holmes. Holmes, sometimes, right? Sometimes, I'm serious. I see what you post on X, right? I see what you post. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I don't. It depends if you're edgy. But you just don't follow anything I put on there. And it really upsets me a little bit. It really upsets me, Holmes. It upsets me quite a lot, actually. Why don't you ever read anything I post? Why? I thought we were friends. We're business partners. We're in this game together. Like, come on, Holmes. Come on. Why are you being like this? Why are you being like this? It makes me emotional. Ain't Illuvium a Harry Potter spell? No, maybe. Yeah, we have got... so look, there's a $100 giveaway. 4 winners are $25. Make sure you follow me on X. Dead simple to find. It's at @2bitcrypto_YT. You can find me over there, but we'll be winners drawn live on my X space Wednesday, 11 p.m. And there is the link. And if you're not really sure about it, you can come a little bit further down here. And there is a space for Wednesday. So yeah, we've got a space on Wednesday in which we'll be giving away 4 prizes of $25 each. And probably some Marbitz tokens as well, because why not? We'll do that as well. So if you ever want to be involved in a space, that is the space to be in, baby. It's going to be epic. So is there a space or not? Yeah. SPX 6900. Yeah, loads of people tell me about that. I haven't got into it though. It's moving. Yeah, it's what is it at now? It's down points. I mean, it's nothing, is it? Look at that liquidity though. 13 million. Wow, big LP right now. It's going to take a lot to move it, but still trending pretty well in fairness. So yeah, could be an interesting play if you're feeling spicy on it for sure. Streams with tears means more views. You should. I kind of went through a few bits on TikTok today, and it's a wild platform. It is a wild platform. So, but yeah, we love it. Oh, brilliant! Why? Why? TikTok live access is removed. Your access to live and multi-guest will be restored on May 15th. What? Why? Frauds and scams. Did you get banned? Yeah, I did get banned. I didn't get banned. I just got. I don't understand. Maybe it's because maybe I'm talking about meme coins too much. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I'm going to appeal it. I just don't understand. It was probably because the Alama guy comment. You mentioned Bevo coin. Don't blame them for banning you. I mean, that's technically true. I'm going to submit my appeal and see what they say. Under review. Normally takes 30 minutes. You said by Marbitz. I mean, that's true as well. I just don't understand, so you can't talk about anything. You can't say, I don't know. Maybe I didn't say it's not financial advice enough. Anyway, it's not a full ban. It's like a told off thing. Because you mentioned sand. Probably is. Anyway, moving on. So we'll be back live on TikTok in, unless they undo it. When does it say? May 15th, 3 days time. Okay, 3 days time. Restrictions. Learn more about your restriction details. It's just so ridiculous. So ridiculous! Anyway, that's fine. We can still put some content out and do all that kind of crazy stuff. Right, moving on. Hey, Timeshare, what's going on? 37, you mentioned Harry's won. I mean, that's also true. Maybe that was the answer. How far ahead, Lauren, was it? Yeah, the person in the comments was saying about contacting them for things, etc. Might be because of them. I don't think that's it, though. Surely not. Do I need some moderators in TikTok land? Maybe I need some moderators over there. I don't know. Crazy. Anyway, keep your eye on Bitcoin. Hopefully we see this continue to rise to the upside. Man, we've gone so long on TikTok and not got banned as well. Do you think we'll see a pump across the board or still have narrative players up to? I think you'll see both. I think you'll see an overall market move to the upside, and then I think within that you'll see some strong movers. So things like XRP, we definitely will see some meme coins rally as well. So watch out. Look at Aethia, Holmes. Oh my God, Aethia's going wild right now. Love it. Up 17% on the day. Let's go, baby. I'm down for it. I'm down for the party. Party. It's a beast of a project. Yeah, it is. It is good, in fairness. It is good. It is good. So, appeal submitted. Thanks for submitting appeal. You'll receive a notification as soon as you're updated. Okay, fine. File, appeal updates. Appeal submitted. Fine. We'll see how that comes out. I've got a message request. So, do you help folk make money? There's some people out here wild. Do you help folk make money? What is my answer to that? From Rob. And T Money just started following me. He looks really jacked. Shout out to T Money. Let's get it, baby. Yeah. Race ticket. Yeah, head on over to Marbitz.io. Dead simple. www.marbitz. Hold on a minute. Head on over to Marbitz.io. Click on this link here. Bits app. Make sure you got some Bits tickets. Then you launch the app. You're going to click on Enter Race. And boom. It's as easy as that. And it's a prize coming Sunday. So make sure you're tuned in. It's going to be epic. So yeah, head on over to Marbitz.io. Make sure you're in the Telegram and that everyone can support you and how you get involved in that. But you don't want to miss out. It's all about Marbitz, baby. It's all about Marbitz. Right. If we don't see a rate cut until September, I'm assuming October, November, December is bullish. Yes. They're actually, the back end of the year is actually generally more bullish than the start of the year. So yeah, you want to keep your eyes peeled on it for sure. Keep your eyes peeled on it. Could see some strong upside momentum. Certainly sort of back end. That's why we think October maybe kind of, market high. Maybe. Again, you have to wait and see. You have to wait and see. Pump Fund will now share 50% of Pump Swap. Oh, I saw that. Did you guys see that? Get out of here, Pump Fund. A lot of other factors to consider too, Beebs. In theory, it should be. Yeah. In theory. I think it's safe to say it will be higher than where we are right now. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. So, yeah. We'll see. Make Wizards wands NFTs. Oh, dear me. Imagine that. Imagine. You're not missing Crypto Beast tweets, 2-bit? No, I literally unfollowed. And do you know what? Today has been glorious. Today has been glorious that I've not had to witness and deal with all of that utter nonsense that all those complete cretins do. It's kind of nice. I highly recommend it. I definitely recommend it. So yeah, good news. Anyway, on that gigantic banning bombshell again from TikTok, I mean, basically you can't talk about DeFi by the looks of it. You can't discuss any project. Maybe you just have to keep saying it's not financial advice. Maybe that's the answer. Hopefully they look at it and go, don't quite understand how that could possibly be another ban. But anyway, it is what it is. You guys really don't like Sandy. I love the beach. I mean, that's true. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here and sort it live at the DeFi section. Yeah, or just, yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. The fact that you could do it on YouTube and not on TikTok Live is insane. But anyway, such is life. Keep your eyes on the market. Hopefully we'll see some good news. Bitcoin holding up. Be nice to get under 1%. If you think of it in the grand scheme of things, though, down 1.3 is nothing. So I am pretty much optimistic as to what that plays out like. So until tomorrow, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you're here tomorrow night. It's going to be epic as always. And don't forget the like and subscribe button for more. We'll see you very soon. Take care. Enjoy the jazzy music. Ta. Thank you.